Hey guys, Yowie Chaser from YSA guys. That's our name, Yowie Sightings Australia YSA. If you've ever had a sighting, we're going to get right into these sightings because we're getting a few. Just go to my Facebook page, Yowie Chaser. You can message me there, or just join this group, Yowie Sightings Australia, and just fill out the details as you join, or like what a lot of people are doing once they join, they share their sighting in the group with everybody. So that's what we're going to read out today, and then we're going to go back to the last YouTube channel and explain a few things. Also, I don't know if you guys know, but I've run a few groups, so that's where I do get a lot of sightings through those groups. But I started with those groups. I started linking Yowie Sightings Australia to the thing, back to this Yowie Sightings Australia. So at the moment, guys, we used to get probably 5 or 10 people joining a day. We're up around 200. Now, also, what Facebook is doing is they send them to another group with the same sort of name. So this group that probably thinks, "Geez, we're growing fast," but this other group's getting about 100. I'm keeping an eye on it. I've kept an eye on it for about 10 days. So they've been getting 100, sometimes 200 people joining a day. So Facebook, they're not sending them all to where I set it up to. They're actually sharing it with another group, which is a bit of a bugger. But anyway, we're still getting 200, around 200 a day. All right, we'll get on to today's sighting. All right, so today's sighting is from Buxton, guys. But this happened 1965. Back in 1965, the lady was 10 years old, but still remembers it pretty good. All right, so I'll just scan out a bit so you can have a look where Buxton's at the bottom of the Blue Mountains, guys. All right, so just move a couple of things around. So if you don't know, where are we? Come on, work. So that's Penrith up here, guys. Penrith. This is all your Blue Mountains. That's the Nepean River. So yeah, all the way along here, guys, we get sightings all the way along here. There's sightings all through here. Some of these places are restricted, but anyway, so this one's from down here. Look, little old Buxton. All right, I'll leave that up there so you can see that. All right, let's have a look. Have a look at it. So yeah, look, it's a good bloody spot, eh? All right, hang on a sec, guys. Right, while you're checking out Buxton, I'm going to read the story. Hi, I wanted to tell you my story of what I believe was a yowie. I was at my uncle's farm at the back of Buxton, New South Wales. I was about 10, so maybe 1965. I was outside the house with my younger cousin and younger sister. I couldn't tell you how far it was, but there was bush in the distance. One of us noticed something in the tree. We were watching it and it was watching us. We couldn't believe what we were seeing. To us, it looked like a big monkey. One of us would say, "What is it doing now?" So we could verify we were all seeing the same thing. It stood on the branch and then it sat down. It stood up and sat down in the tree. It moved around a bit but never took its eyes off us. We stood there maybe for 5 to 10 minutes and then went back to our parents. I couldn't tell you how tall it was, but it was light brown, hair all over. The whole time it was staring at us. I'll never forget it. My uncle and my dad would take us for walks down there sometimes. I was terrified the whole time. We never told our parents and it was never mentioned again. I don't see any of my cousins anymore, so I can't even ask them about it. So yeah, there you go, guys. So what I've done is I asked that lady some messages and I've cut it in. That's why some of it probably doesn't make sense, because I know there's people out there that read this and they go, "Oh, it doesn't make sense," but that's why. So I asked questions and I added it in. So I actually messed up some of that. So that's that sighting, guys. That's from Buxton. It's the bottom of the Blue Mountains. There's heaps of sightings in the Blue Mountains, all around that area. Like, have a look at the bush, guys. Like, you're not going to find that. You can't even get to some of these places. Look how thick that is. and I always tell people of the story when we were working. I used to work on the roads, and we were an emergency call-out crew. So if there was any emergencies on the highways, we went to them, and we got called to this place up at I never can remember where it bloody is. Hang on, I'm gonna show you. All right, can you see that little bit of land? This is well, that's the Linkfield overpass, guys. So if you know the area, this is the Good Guys. Good Guys is down here, and Bunnings here. Look, see this little bit of land. I'll tell you this story. I've told it before, but we've got a big audience now. So we got caught at that because police were getting reports that there was a white goat seen there eating grass along the side of the road. People were reporting it all the time. So we went there to go look for it. Our boss sent us there to go look for it. So have a look how small this is. And it's a white goat, guys. Now there's probably, I think there were 6 of us in our crew, 6 or 7. Anyway, so we park up here and we start walking around the bush. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I'm going to find it first, you know, as you do. Like trying to find a yowie, we're all going to be the first person to find a yowie. Now, we could see fresh goat poo, but there was nothing. We couldn't see it. So then we started walking around. We had the whole place circled. There's no way in the world that we would not be able to see a white goat in there. It's not that big, guys. If you know the area, you'll know that there's nothing there. Anyway, so we all walked around. I couldn't find nothing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we heard a car horn bip or something. And then someone looked up the road here, and the goat was crossing the road here, guys. So we'd walked around in here for an hour and could not see it. We did not see it once. How could it hide from us? I don't even know. I think it's 100. I've measured it out once before. It's probably 100. It's probably 100 meters from there to there. So it just goes to show you, if you're looking for a yowie that looks like a tree in a massive area, you're not going to find. If there was a yowie in there, I don't even think we would have found it. If we can't see a white goat in there, that's not nowhere near as smart as a bloody yowie. All right, we've got no hope. And then, you know, do you just want to hear the rest of the story? I'll tell you, right? So we chased it. We chased it up the highway, right? Because we're trying to stop it. This goat, no shit, it ran all the way up here. We were following it. And then one of the trucks went around it and got in front of it. I said, oh, don't do that. Because you're going to corner it. And that's what he did. As soon as he did that, the goat, this is the main highway, guys. He went across 6 lanes. 3 lanes going north, 3 lanes going south, and made it across the road without getting hit. It was crazy, man. And then he went into here, and he's across the road. He running around. We didn't know where he went. We had to go drive around to get back over there. And he go, I seen this lady. She was a Kiwi chick. She lives somewhere in here. She was doing weights. She's like full on bodybuilder, eh? And I said, oh, you haven't seen a goat running around here? Because she was working out in the garage. She goes, nah, but my cattle dog just took off. I don't know where it went. And then so I come back up this way. And when I go back up here, my mates, they're in their truck up here. And this goat, the cattle dog's got the goat barreled up at someone's front door, man. And this lady can't get out of her house because the goat's at the front door and the dog's trying to round it up. And then the cops come. And then one of the guys in our crew, the goat went to run, man. We tried to move in to get it, and he just fully tackled it, man. Eh? It was crazy. Eh? Anyway, it made the front of one of the papers up there, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. And the cops would go, we've been trying to catch this bloody thing for months, eh? So there you go, guys. No one could find it, a bloody white goat. All right, let's go back. I want to go back to the YouTube channels last week and tell you something, all right? Let's go back to there. All right, so this video here, guys, this side-on video. Yeah, guys, see this video? I post them sideways, okay, deliberately. Because we don't see yowies when we go in the bush, when we walk straight on. So I thought if everyone gets used to looking sideways at videos, so when they go out looking for yowies, they might turn their head sideways and look for yowies. We might have more luck. No, that's not happening. I don't know. I couldn't straighten it, guys. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so what happened with this video? How did this video start? So we went to bloody up near Wollongong, near the border, guys. Hang on. So just remember it's this video here, guys. I'll just hang on a sec. All right. Look at that. It's even marked, guys. If you're looking for this place, it's marked Yowie Crossing. Okay, it's actually marked on the road. Here's the border. From the border, it's exactly 3 k's to the Yowie Crossing, guys. All right. So another guy had messaged me earlier, just before the 1st of October. He said he was coming up here before the border. He said it was 100 meters before the border. And he said a rock rolled from the lower side of the road to the higher side. So rocks do not roll up hills, guys. We all know that. So did something get thrown? And then he goes on to say, I'll read it all out in a sec, that when he got home to Urbanville, they had a little puppy in the car. When they got back to Urbanville, he heard all noises in the bush behind where he lives. All right, so we went up there on the 1st of October when we heard that story, because there is a pile of rocks up there. There's like a little, just before here, there is a little thing of rocks. There's a little spot. There's a track there. You can actually go down that track. It's, man, I walked down it once. I turned around. I couldn't do it. I was crapping. And I'll tell you something else. When I talk about Mount Lindsay, see this here? This is the fence. I walked up here one day, and this is where something followed me, guys, in the bush. So I was walking along this track, and something was on this side, on the downside. And I would walk, and I'd hear something walking in here. I could hear it clear as day. I couldn't see no, it's thick bush. I would stop, and then it would stop, and then I'd try and trick it. I would walk, stop, and it would stop instantly. It's just crazy that something could do it. I looked in there, couldn't see nothing. And I was like, if I don't turn around, I don't think I'm going to make it out of here. That's what I had. That's the thoughts I was getting in my head. And I thought, I'm just tripping, just keep going. Anyway, I ended up keep going. So it's probably stupid too, but I did. So I kept going. It all stopped. It was weird, eh? So I was just back along here. Anyway, before I forget what I was talking about. So back here. So if you don't know, the Aussie 12, the guy with all the kids, I was telling him about it. Mate, if you go up, I'm not joking, man. I've heard stories. There's supposed to be some serious yowies in here. So, man, you guys stick together. If you go up here, stick together. Now, there's a track just before this. It's probably about 2 k's. You go around a sharp bend. You'll miss the track because it's on your left as you come around a bend. There's a good track in there. I've never been down. I tried to take a hire car down in there, but if I get it stuck in there, it won't be good. But yeah, there's another track there. You can camp there. You can actually camp at the Yowie Crossing. Yeah. Anyway, what else was it? Oh, I've got to get back to the story. I forgot what I was going to bloody say now. Oh yeah, before I forget, so let's have a look. So before I say, before I forget, see here, this is called Derry Flat down here. Right, so a lot of, is there any, that's what I was going to say, any truck drivers, any loggers? I heard from a guy that worked at a timber place, and he said that all the truck drivers that come down here, all the logging drivers, will see yowies run across the road along here. Now, I've been up and down this road a lot of times. I don't see any signs of it. Maybe they found a new way to go. So yeah, if there's anyone out there that knows any of these truck drive loggers, man, I want to hear this story. Same deal, go to Yowie Chase and message me at Yowie Chase the whole story, guys, all right? So we can read these out. I'm going to start reading them out. I'll probably go in the bush soon and start reading them out instead of doing it the way I'm doing it like this. Then also, the guy that works in his gatehouse, well, he doesn't anymore. There's a gatehouse here, like a tick gate. You had to stop if you took your truck there, right? Does anybody know this guy who worked here? Or does anyone know anyone that worked here? Or does anyone know who built this new fence? If anyone knows anyone who built this new fence, I want to hear from them. Tell them to message me, Yowie Chaser, guys, or join the group and tell me, because this guy here apparently had sightings every other day. All right. So we'll go back to the stories here. So our mate who's seen the rock, he told me about that. So that's when I made that video, the one that's on the side. And then, because why I did it was I got another report on a guy who's on my group. He said that he's a Wollongong local, and he heard from someone from the Wollongong pub that these backpackers had stopped here. Right, we hear this story all the time, guys. Backpackers have stopped here, went to the toilet. Oh yeah, someone's painted that. Look, they put red paint all around it and draw some, I don't know, some other little animals on the side of the road. Went to the toilet and then they got confronted by a Yowie. All right, now we go to the toilet all the time there, and it hasn't happened. But what did happen on the first? And I wasn't filming. We were just parked there. My daughter's boyfriend, he got out to go to the toilet. I was still sitting in the car, guys, and him and my daughter are out, and they go, "We can hear something in the bush." Anyway, I didn't care. I thought that's just a brew or a deer or whatever it probably was, And then eventually, it was a couple of minutes, I was doing something, and I eventually got out of the car, and there's a track there. So I'd walk down the track, and they will back up. Like, hang on, what am I doing? There's a little track, so I walked down the track where they'd walk back up behind the car. So as I was down here, they could hear something moving around in the bush here, but I couldn't hear it. Like, I'm only 20 metres away from it. I said, I can't hear it. They could hear it clear as day. So then I come back up the track, and that's when I started filming. But when I started filming, there was nothing there. And they go, it sounds like someone walking around in there. Anyway, that's why I posted the video, because I thought, this is unbelievable. We were there, so I went back to look at the video. I wanted to know when we were there. So we were there on the 1st. So it's pretty close. It's around the same sort of time. All right, so yeah, that's what happened. Now, I've got another spot near there, a secret spot. I haven't been back to it actually, so I was actually going to go stay there myself, but I still haven't. I need a forward drive. Vote a forward drive. I'll be all through here. I still haven't brought one. Bloody hopeless. All right, so let's get on with what happened. All right, so I'll read out what old mate left. This is the guy that threw the rock, who's had the rock thrown at him, right? So that was me that seen the rock roll across the road, coming up from the downward slope on Mount Lindsay, 100 metres from the New South Wales-Queensland border around 1 a.m. I was going to do a U-turn at the border, but the missus was freaking out and wouldn't let me. Got home to Urbanville and unloaded my stuff. Relaxed after a long drive from Brisbane. Daughter takes puppy out to do its business around 3 a.m. Puppy's hesitant to step past the door, and all she hears is thumping and trees rustling all around the base of the Crown Mountain borderline to our backyard. It's like we were followed from Mount Lindsay to Urbanville, the feeling you get when you can feel something is watching but don't want to inquire any further. Thanks for sharing our encounter. Somehow these Yowies seem to know regulars who travel through the territory like yourself, Yowie Chaser, and they make themselves known as your mate just encountered. We've only been in Urbanville for a year and travel to Brisbane at least twice a month. I work at the Wollongong pub, so there you go. As a barman, and I shit you not, I've heard the scariest angry like growling sound like nothing I'd ever heard before, coming from Mount Lindsay direction while bringing kegs from back shed up to the pub. It wasn't a cow noises. This sound was deep, reaching in tone and drawn out for a good minute or two. There's something in the mountains that I think we're all better off not meeting face to face. All right. Now there's another part of this guy's road. I'll go read it. All right. Now this is what we've heard the same thing from other witnesses, guys. Okay. And all right, this is what he's wrote. This is the same guy from Urbanville. He works at Woodham. There are tree swinging Yowies around there. I reckon they could be curious young ones or pissed off old ones. And when you travel up in through their territory, especially late at night, you'll hear them rustling of trees firing. Your car and it's not car wheels rolling over leaves and branches. Oh yeah, he's saying it's not that. Yeah, right. Listen to this. My 10 and 11-year-old, one night returning from Brisbane, swear they seen half a dozen red eyes in the trees high above ground level, looking through the rear and side windows as I drove through the vicinity. Yowie Sightings Australia refers to, I say, more like 5 kilometres from the border. I drove the route to Wollongong at least a dozen or maybe times. These red eyes encounters happen only once. It scared the kids that much that they refused to look out the window. for the whole hour it took us to get home to Urbanville Crown Mountain. While unloading the car, I felt this heavy feeling we were being watched and just wanted to get inside the house as soon as possible. Just be aware, especially late at night when your car could be the only one travelling up through Mount Lindsay towards Wollongong. Yep. Mate, seriously, thanks for letting us know about that. I'd never even thought to look for bloody eyes in the trees. Because, when you're out, all you're doing is you're bloody looking. You're looking on the ground. So, yeah, it's crazy, eh? And I like I said, guys, we've had them there before. There's been a couple of people that have seen them up there, and they've all been when they go to the toilet. And then I've had another guy that lives out there. He drives through there. He goes, be serious. There's some wild yowies out there. So you go there, guys. Seriously, do not. It's not a joke. Okay. I don't know of any yowies hunt. I don't know if any yowies have attacked people. There's a guy who reckons he's been attacked 100 times. And he's lived to tell the story, So I don't know. You know when you're that scared, This is what I reckon happened. The guy was that scared. Like I would be. Look, I'm not admitting. I'm no. If a yowie ran up to me, I would be shitting myself too. I reckon. I'd be the one in the mental ward, psych ward, because I'd freak out. But when you're really scared, you could fall over, and then to save embarrassment of falling over, you just say, yeah, yowie attacked me and I lived it, And it's probably more than likely what happened. But anyway, we won't worry about that. All right, so we'll read some funny stories. Look at this guy, CRFL. My neck hurts. Mine too. Can't fix it. We felt that Aussie 12. We felt it too. Then I wrote, "No, it's a new yowie technique." Then someone just put a smiley face. What about the poor guy taking the piss? Anyway. What's this one? Sorry, I can't watch it. It's sideways. Can't be that bad. Why is it sideways? I do not know. The yowies did it. Okay. Stuff me. Been searching it. Alright. When you've been spooked, the camera focus is the least of your comments. The locals know, but don't like to talk unusual happenings they encounter. Last thing you want is local thinking you're crazy. In these small countries. Yeah, I know a guy down there. Lives down near the timber mill. He doesn't believe in them. Hey, Bertha, I got your. Hey, brother, I got a yarn with you. Did you? I don't know what that means. Yeah, that says River Morris. I don't know if that's the real River Morris. I doubt it. I set River Morris up for the TV show. For that 10 show. I forget what it's called. River Morris and Jason. Because they wanted me to go on that show, but I didn't want to go on it. So I got River Morris and I got Jason to go on it. I should have went on it, eh? Anyway. We have seen this before. Where is it? Oh, that's the Aussie 12 guys. That's the bloke with all the bloody kids. Hasn't got a TV. 5 replies. He just wanted to know where it is. I've told him where it is. It's 3 k's from the border heading towards Wollongong. You come around a real sharp bend and there's a little bit where you can pull off to the side. You can actually go down that track. You'll be able to camp down there, take a whippersnipper and just cut the grass a bit. Go to Spirits it yourself. You never know. But if you do go there, man, seriously, just be careful. That's it. All right, that's it, guys. That's all we got. That's all there is. All right, so, like I said, head over to Yowie Sightings Australia. Look, guys, I'm reading out to some of the sightings. Every time I've told this story time. Someone puts up a sighting and then someone else writes on it. Now, see this guy that's messaging me now? He's a land care worker up in Springbrook, so he knows all the locals up there. He hasn't seen any because I've already just asked him, and he I just said to him, "Have you seen it?" He said, "No, I haven't." But he goes, "I talked to all the locals. I think he must live. He must be a local up there." He said, "I know heaps of locals up there that have sightings. No, not heaps." He said a couple. So I said, can you find out where they were and when? So I hope we should just click on it and see what he's no, because then you'll see his name. So hopefully he's gotten back to me. So he actually goes out looking for bloody frogs and snakes and all that. That's what he's into. And he said he hasn't seen any yowies himself either. And he works there all the time. He works there every day in the bush doing that land management stuff. So he hasn't seen them. So he'll be a good source of information. See what I mean? Like, you back before on the thing, a ranger, the Springbrook. This guy used to run Springbrook, the ranger. I don't know who he is. He's retired. Oh no, I know who he is. I can't say his name. And he posted in one of my groups that he worked there for so many years. He has never seen a yowie in the bush. There's no signs of. This is what he said. Oh man, he got bagged out big time. And I said, well, he's probably just paid to say that. He's not allowed to say anything. He'd probably get in trouble. He'd lose his retirement plan. So who knows? He might have seen a man. I've spoke to heaps of rangers. Every ranger I see, I ask him, and they all say they've never seen him. But that's because they're not looking. We can't find them. I know where they are, guys. I can't find them. I can go right now to their spot. They're not there. I won't find them. I won't see them. So there's something going on with them, guys. That's it. That's all there is to it. All right, that's all we got, guys. Go to Facebook, Yowie Sightings. Get your sighting out there, guys. Like I said, when I get time, I'm gonna go out into the bush and just film. I'm just gonna sit in the bush and just read their story after story, and just post them. All right, that's all I got, guys. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye. See ya.